I'm 20 years old, and this is a story about what I went through when I was 17. At that time, I had a close friend named Jason. He was from a rich family, and we often hung out at his house. I went to his house that day as usual, and I saw Jason chewing on something. At first, I thought it was candy. I asked what he was eating, and he replied, "This? It's finger cartilage. It's delicious. Do you want to try it?" I thought he was joking, but when I saw blood on his mouth, I realized it was real, and I screamed in shock, pointing at his mouth.
"What the hell is that?"
He said,
"It's human meat. These days there are sellers who specialize in this kind of stuff. What a wonderful world, isn't it? I happened to find them, but now I'm addicted."
I cursed at him. Then he looked at me as if I'm strange, and after a while, he showed me an online website, which had lists and prices for each body part. There were cuts of meat and even eyeballs, tongues, and livers. He said,
"You can deliver regularly here. How do you like it? It's very good for your health as well."
He kept urging me to try it, but I was speechless in shock. Then all of a sudden, he called someone on the phone and said,
"Yes, you can come now. I'm ready."
I asked him what the phone call was about, and he just laughed, saying it's no big deal. A moment later, I heard a knock, and when he opened the door, 3 men wearing masks were standing there, asking where the thing is. Then Jason pointed at me. I felt like my heart had dropped in an instant, and only then did I realize what was going on. I ran to the kitchen, grabbed a knife in each hand, and shouted,
"Don't come close. If you do, I'll slice you and eat you guys up."
The 3 big men looked puzzled and said to Jason,
"Hey, why are you letting him move around like that? You should have drugged him or tied him up. How are we supposed to take him?"
Then Jason angrily said,
"They didn't say anything like that on the website. It said that the staff would just come and work on it. Hurry up, I want to eat."
He pointed at me and shouted. The men seemed to be thinking about it, but eventually went back outside, saying they couldn't continue the transaction. After a while, I hurled abuse at Jason and ran home. I immediately reported him to the police, and the police went to his house and found human flesh in his refrigerator and arrested him. Soon after, the manager of the store where he purchased human flesh was also arrested, and their huge human factory was also uncovered. There, numerous corpses were delivered from all over the country, stored in large freezers, and staff members were working in strict order. Since then, every night I think of that day and tremble in fear. I was very lucky that Jason was clumsy, but if he had been adept, I would have already turned into meat and be in his stomach.